family and your higher self to just do a quick scan of the body. Do you feel any tension anywhere?
A little bit in the throat is going on, and a little bit like of chaotic energy in the heart.
So let's go to the throat first. What is in the throat?
There's just like I'm asking if it's mine, and they're telling me what is mine, and I'll keep that one to myself. But they're also saying it's for the collective.
So why are we both feeling density here for the collective?
They're saying like it's to speak your truth, but it's also like like they're showing me tension in my jaw. They're like showing me that a lot of humanity carries their tension in their jaw as far as like those energies, and that's how they process things. And so that energy kind of like envelops there, and then it causes people to have like thyroid issues. And so like it throws off the whole kind of hormone centers of the bodies and causes health ailments.
So is there anything that we could do to further heal this?
They're saying that humanity just needs to go out and be in nature more, that more and more people are like drawn to like being outside lately these days, but you're around so many electronics that like they're showing me I have a grounding mat that I haven't even put in my bed, and they're like people can use those if they want to ground in their sleep. But really what they can do is put their hands around their electronics and kind of like imagine enveloping them in this like protective white light and setting the intention to not allow anything that's not of their highest good to come through. Because it's just like a lot of like, I can feel it in my palms, almost like when I do Reiki, like a lot of that static electricity and all of those energies are just being like streamlined into humanity. And so, like, that's really gets like that energy gets stuck in their jaws because they're not like grounding it through.
So when we spend all day long on our cell phones and using our technology, how does this affect our energy?
Well, it depletes you. It causes like that's the chaos Carrie's feeling in her heart. It causes this chaos within your energy. We're helping her clear it a little bit, but it's causing this energy chaos within her, like the collectives, like it's just static. Like that's what it reminds me of. Like if you see someone like put their like a cartoon of someone like get electrocuted and how there's like all those jagged lines around the cartoon, and their hair sticking up. Like that's what it's causing to your energy field. And it's like it's drawing you in. So it's like this energy is being siphoned into these whatever you're putting your attention to as well.
So are our cell phones in a way an energy vampire?
Yes. If you can make it so that they are not, you can, like we said, protect and just wrap your energy, like wrap the energy around the electronics, and then it can be something that is a tool to help you throughout your day. But when you're using it as a distraction or like a numbing mechanism, or like, use creativity to kind of be creative in your own life, that like it is drawing your energy.
So how do we know if it's starting to drain our energy?
You'll feel it in your energy resonance. Like it's almost like when a toy starts to have a battery go down, and it's like starting to like its noises are like more drawn out and more like don't they sound like they're distorted. Like you'll feel that kind of within your energy. Like I don't feel as like passionate today. I don't feel as motivated today. I don't feel these things, and like it can make you feel like you're depressed.
Is this because our technology increased so quickly and it increased faster than our rate of consciousness?
Yes.
And is this more for how is this affecting the younger generations coming in?
Some of them, it's not actually like there are a lot of architects types that are here in the newer generations, and so they actually understand how all of this works, and so it's not as draining, but they know how to work within those realms to make it so it's a positive thing. They've created a creative thing out of something that like the older generation, or like Carrie doesn't like that word. She needs to come to neutrality with it, as she tells everybody else. um, but they're coming in being able to operate with these things for a positive direction. Um, but they also need to have balance in, like, they're still here having a human experience. They need to have time in nature. They need to have time and creativity with the tactile things within their what they can feel and see, like with their hands, like not on a screen. Um, there are pros and cons to it, but they're more equipped and more adapted to being able to operate within the computer matrix.
Perfect. So let's go down into the heart and let's just make sure that there's nothing else there. So tuning in with the heart, do you feel anything else that might be there?
There's just the chaos energy, and it's like a little bit of like that feeling for humanity, that they feel like every time they take two steps forward, like there's something that kind of knocks them back a little bit. And the excitement of where we are in ascension and evolution, especially in the spiritual community, and feeling like, oh, okay, so many people were hoping for this last Saturday for something more to happen, and they were let down, and they almost feel like, well, is it even something that is happening? Like, is it like it's making them question their beliefs? And so in that, it's a good place and it's a good tool. It's like, anyone who gives you an exact date or an exact time, like, that's a good thing for you to see. Like, why were you hoping so much for that date or that time to happen? Why were you hoping for that date and time? Like, what is this showing you within self and with the inner work of like where you need to be, and what is that trigger from? And so just take of it as a nice beautiful reminder that now you have extra time to release some of that density that you're holding on to be able to escape.
Yeah, absolutely. So is there anything else around your heart?
No, that's pretty much it. Like the spiritual community with these, like, wanting certain things to happen, like it's actually like the light worker community. Like mm, it's almost like this way of being toyed with a little bit, like raising the vibration of the spiritual community, and then there are some false light workers out there that are giving information that's not in alignment, and it's causing like a lowering of the vibration of the spiritual community. And it's really important for them to notice and really work on.
Yeah, and I think that that was like something that we really talked about today, like the importance of uh being just in a neutral, balanced place. So, what are ways that people can bring themselves into balance?
hold on, they're just showing me some visuals here. Um, showing me like this beautiful lotus, and this lotus is like, it's really gorgeous. And it's like the sun comes out and the lotus's petals are opening to the sun. And as the like lotus is opening, like it's not being forced. Like the divine timing of everything is very important to the world. And it's showing me that like a flower knows that it's going to bloom, and it accepts that it'll bloom within the time, within the alignment of the sun, and when it is perfect timing. And when you are just knowing that you're in alignment with that higher light and that higher, you're just connected and you're trusting and you're just being in the present moment and just accepting for what's coming, that divine timing will be that precise moment when those petals will open. And when the petals open, it's just this beautiful, beautiful gift to the world, a flower that says, you know, I am a reminder of the beauty in this world, and I'm a reminder of love, and I'm a reminder of the like magic in this world. I'm a reminder of the sacred timing of everything. And so just when you become more balanced and harmony, you're going to know that you're not trying to force open the petal of that lotus, because when you do, it rips, it tears, it browns, it can even kill off the whole plant. But when you trust in the sun is always going to rise and is always going to time divinely, that you are then allowing yourself to be in complete harmony and balance with all.
Yeah, that is so beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, something that I was shown today, that I just saw again in my head. Um, we are we're just a pattern expressing itself, or we are divine order expressing itself. And I thought that that was a really cool way to look at it.
Yes, and you just are like they're showing me this beautiful picture of like someone just sitting. It's almost like the Buddhist statues that you see, and it's just sitting with its heart connecting to the sun, connecting to the light, and just sitting there in such beautiful peace and love. Like everything else is fine. Like everything else is just an experience, just something you're going through. But there's something so beautiful and so sacred about that connection with that light. And just shows like when you have that connection from your heart and yourself to that light, that you're just in peace through it all. It's going to happen around you. It's going to be okay. It's just finding that place where you can find that center and that peace, releasing it all. Forgive each other. Don't think that you know where the other person's coming from. Don't assume. Just come from a place of love. When you see that the other person is just an expression as well, like they're, hurt people do hurt people, and you've experienced that plenty of in your life. You've experienced that where humanity, has hurt one another, but you're at a point now where you've had all this information. 20 years ago, this information, it wasn't at your fingertips of how to meditate, how to connect it. There's so many different people speaking and giving little trickles of information of how to become more aligned with the divine, like being that you're supposed to be. You've had so much, and yet, are you applying the information? Are you taking it for granted? Are you still stuck in that victimhood that you have to struggle? Like, really look at where you're operating from, because you are at this place that it's all there for you. It's all there for you. And it is yours to have, but you have to make a conscious decision. Like, are you done with the old ways? Are you done with the old patterns? Are you done with the old ways of thinking, the ways of feeling like your neighbor is your enemy? Are you done running from yourself? Now is the time. Now is the time to live in freedom. Now is the time to live in what you would call sovereignty. Now is the time to live in peace. Now is the time to live in harmony. But it is your choice in how you will operate. It's your choice in what you want to experience. It is your choice to put down those electronics and take time for yourself and to allow yourself to play, to have joy, to dream. Make a dream board. Bring that back. Bring that, like Carrie was saying, bring the secret back, make those dream boards. Start to envision and dream and build off of those dreams and build off of those dreams. And you know what? Some of those dreams may not come to fruition, but guess what? If you believe that it didn't come to fruition because something better is coming that you couldn't dream and your guides are dreaming bigger for you, if you put your attention there to dream in that way and to trust, something bigger is coming.
Yeah, so beautiful. Thank you. Um, I did actually I would love your advice on something that has come up for me lately. So lately, I'm starting to realize that for the most part, I'm living from that fifth dimensional consciousness. So for the most part, throughout my day, I feel like I'm really starting to live my life in the 5D. There are some things every so often that pull me back, but then all these emotions came up where it's almost like I feel guilty. So I feel when I manifest all these things, it's like I almost feel guilty that I'm going into the 5D and other people aren't, or it's almost like I'm feeling, since I'm here as a leader, I'm starting to feel like I'm meant to be pulling people to the 5D with me. So, and this just really surprised me that I felt guilt this way. Where is this guilt coming from? And how can we work through this guilt?
It's just an old operating program as far as feeling that guilt and that shame that you still are connected with. So we say, like, you can cut the cords with that. But we ask you, when you were at what you may consider low point in your life, did somebody come and save you to help you get out of where you were? Or did you make a conscious decision to make different choices?
Yeah, I don't think anybody could have told me anything different.
So what we're saying is it's like we've been really communicating to Carrie about this whole Disney thing about there's got to be a damsel in distress and there's got to be a like Prince Charming that comes and saves you. This is implemented within society and with humanity's collective of that there's somebody else coming to save you, whether it be with religion teaching you that there's somebody coming to save you. There's different themes over and over that humanity, but what really comes out was the Disney theme that we've been showing Carrie is like you've been imprinted to believe that you are all supposed to be saviors of, you know, if you want to be the good person in you can either be the princess, the damsel in distress, or you can be the prince. Like there's really, or you could be the wicked witch. Like there's options, for you to do. But um, what we're showing is like the, you need to get that out of your head because no one's here to really save you. No one's here to save you because you're in a free will planet. That's not how it works. There's other planets where that may be something that's more or less, experienced, but you're here to save yourself. And so when you're here as feeling these feelings of guilt, you're feeling like, what if like someone else is struggling when I'm doing well? Well, no, show them how to do it well. Ground that energy of what's working for you so that they can then resonate with you. They can come to you and they can say, wow, that really, really, like, I want to feel that way too. I want to do that so that they can then go, look, I'm going to make different choices for myself. I'm going to see what works. I'm going to, play with this, see what's successful, see what doesn't, see what I can model a little bit off of what you're doing. And all you're supposed to do is keep working on you, keep raising your vibration, keep appreciating and thanking the universe for the love and the gifts you're receiving so that the universe realizes you enjoy it and they send more. Instead of being like, well, I'm going to feel shameful. And it's like, well, eventually that is going to be something that goes back to the universe. And it's going to be like, well, it makes her feel bad when we do those really nice things for her. So we should take it away. We should give her something different. Instead, be in gratitude, be in complete love and gratitude for the things, show the universe you want more, be a guiding light for the other ones to make those choices and honoring that they have free will to make choices for themselves. And it is not your job to push someone or it's all these things. We're not saying this is all that you're feeling. We're giving you a broader perspective on what's going on. And then you can anchor in that energy. So now that energy is now here and you hold a loving space. So when someone has a question or like, what did you do? Like you can say, I did breath work. I got myself out of it. I know. And you can be a cheerleader for someone, but guilt is not helping anybody.
So I would actually really like to talk about guilt and shame because they're two of the lowest vibrations that we can be in. Why have we been so conditioned to feel guilty when we're doing well? I guess especially for the feminine.
It's old patterns of belief systems that are still going through there. And it has been like many souls have been reincarnated on earth. And so they have experienced paths where women don't have rights. And so a lot of that's coming through the collective and, just needs to be cleared with every conscious decision. But it is also that you, as the divine feminine, have taught to be subservient to others, subservient to your spouses, subservient to your children, subservient to society. And so it was never put into perspective that like it wasn't supposed to be subservient. It was supposed to be like uh an empowering thing where like you're honoring your spouse and your spouse is honoring you and together you're like freely divinely flowing with an equal part sharing and flowing, not where one has hierarchy over the other. So there is like this hierarchy system that is like divine masculine within energy, and it's just telling you you're not worthy. You've been like conditioned, like we're showing all these makeup ads or like magazine ads or anything like that, that is a divine feminine. Like you've been imprinted your whole life that if you didn't look like a certain X, Y, or Z, that you didn't have worth, you didn't have value, that you weren't worthy of being talked about or of interest, that the man isn't going to find you attractive if you have cellulite, that all these different things have been imprinted within humanity. And we're laughing because we're showing Carrie, like, most men don't even care about those things that, like, what her generation was told, the divine partner was supposed to, you're supposed to look like for other people. And it's like the worth, the soul, like where are you shining brightly? What is your gift you're sharing with this world? How are you lighting up the world? How are you lighting up how are you showing up in the world? That's more important than anything that you're physically looking like. And when you're not like we're showing a scale, like when you don't measure up and you don't weigh like the weight that you feel like society has put on you, you have this shame, you have this guilt, the expectations of other people, like trying to live up to that measurement is never going to satisfy you.
Do you have any other messages you'd like to share today?
You are a divine being. You are divinely whole. You are divinely loved. You have divine worth. And you have a divine purpose. And however you get there, whatever missteps, right steps, anything that you do, there's no judgment. There's no judgment. It is just an experience. Experience that how you choose to experience it. And just understand that what you experience is your direct choice. So if it's not working for you, make a different choice. And then if that doesn't work for you, make a different choice. So you find the one that you feel the most aligned with, the most happy with. Follow that. Make that your guiding star. Make joy, make love be your guiding star to feel as abundant as you can in this world. And if not, it's okay too. It's all a choice.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Mhm.